Here it is 7:45 in the morning. We were fire alarmed awake. It was a false alarm, but we all got up, groggy and sleepy and half dressed and everything like that. And apparently no one really took us seriously. They all lumbered out slowly as possible, us included. The fire department, the fire truck, finally came by and shut it off and let us all back in. And then we're all back to bed. Those of us who even got to go to bed before the alarm went off. One girl came home and hadn't even had a chance to get to bed before the alarm went off. Apparently she works nights. Oh well. We are waiting for a taxi because we missed both the 2 and the 4 buses. So we're going out to lunch, and then we're going to be doing all sorts of other things. Yay!
Late lunch.
Yeah, late lunch.
Unfortunately, the other things may not include vlogging during them.
Yes, unfortunately, but then again, you haven't seen a lot of the things I've been doing. But one of the museums that we may try and enter won't let cameras in, so I'll just have to tell you all about it afterwards. We are having lunch in what used to be an old fire department. Aha, Karen. This would be the old doors for where the windows are now. Pretty nice place.
It is called McKelvey's. It's a really nice seafood restaurant in Halifax. One of the best ones. I'd say they'd be definitely one of the top 5.
Seafood
You heard it here,
restaurant?
folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
The other one is the 5 fishermen.
5 fishermen. Well, actually, it's 4 fishermen and a farmer, but they didn't think that sounded right. So
4
they call it
fishermen and what?
4 fishermen and a farmer, but they didn't think that sounded right, so they call it the 5 fishermen. There's Salty's. There is the Waterfront Warehouse where we ate last night. There's McKelvey's, and there would be McCaskill's over in Garland.
And the 5 fishermen?
I said the 5 fishermen.
Okay.
As I stated, it's 4 fishermen and a farmer, but they didn't think it sounded right.
Here is my lunch, breakfast, whatever. It's the first meal we're having at 4:19, so it's breakfast, but it's a late breakfast. It's an Eastern seafood gratin. Has all sorts of different things in there, and it's going to be delicious.
And it's covered in potatoes.
Oh yes, and it's covered in potatoes. Fitting, isn't it? This is what you do in a classy restaurant in Halifax when you're bored in between dessert and dinner. Oh, that was a botch. I botched my roll. Woo. The other one's in on it. She squished my captain. See if we can get it past the moat. Nope.
It's not fair. 2 against 1. 2 against 1.
There goes half the cavalry.
There goes
And
the
there's the
other
other half. Let's try this again. I gotta hit it a little harder now. See if I can do it without going off the side or something. Kabing! Nope. We're going to get in so much trouble here. Kabing!
Oh.
Hey, I landed right. Splat.
Well, there goes the barbed wire.
Yeah. Oh.
Icebergs.
Suddenly there was a large... Suddenly the glaciers came. Oh. And the rains came. Nope. They didn't come very far. There we go. Hopefully this will fly. Like a lead balloon. I bet you people couldn't do that if you tried.
And if you do, send video.
Yeah, exactly. If you do, make it a response video.
This is why you don't think and try.
I think I'm better aiming left-handed. Nope. I killed my catapult, man. If this were a chess piece, I've taken out half of my... Go ahead. Ah! Well, the catapult moved further than the ammunition. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Never wait for desserts. Oh, this is my dessert. Creme brulee. It's interesting so far. Never had it before. It's good. Whatever it is. Dinner and dessert. And this is how steep Halifax is. And there goes the harbor hopper. See that? Very, very steep. Fun to walk up and down, good exercise. But if you can't do it, don't come here. Well, I was going to show you more buskers, but apparently on the last day they close up early and go home, so I won't be able to show you any more than what you've already seen. Sorry guys. Look at this building? No building. Building? No building. Here we are at Point Pleasant Park, a civic historic park in Halifax.
It closes at midnight.
Oh, it closes at midnight.
It closes at midnight.
Well, that's even better.
Midnight to 5 a.m. and then opens again.
Beautiful foresty trees.
Almost like going down the country and being in the forest.
Well, there's nothing like a forest growing in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Oh, this is at the tail
I haven't
end,
been
the
here in
tip.
ages.
Oh, is it?
It's
I
at
was
the tip of the
supposed to be
peninsula.
Last weekend for my friend's commitment ceremony with her boyfriend, but they couldn't afford to do it, so I went camping instead.
Uh-huh.
An interesting thing about Point Pleasant Park, it was originally Crown land, so it was originally owned by Great Britain, and it was leased to the city of Halifax for the recreation and stuff, provided it was kept relatively like this, for a shilling.
So what a who?
A shilling a year.
Oh, pass up there.
Just pass everywhere.
Of course, I haven't been here in ages.
A shilling a year, and eventually Halifax, of course, paid for it and bought it from the Crown, but kept it the same way because this is or was the place to be, to go, to be seen, or to see.
It's like a very popular place to run.
Apparently.
It's the way that this place has always been. And now, due to the tradition, there is a day once a year where they reenact the shilling ceremony, where they ceremoniously hand a shilling over to a representative of Great Britain. They have people constantly saying, "Ooh, have a use mine, use mine." They have a huge bag of shillings that never leaves the province.
Beautiful harbor, and here come the train. Out here we have cormorants. They're spreading their wings. I say it's because they just ate and they can't fly for another half hour. But Peter laughed at me. This is apparently Black Rock Beach, which goes all the way around, but starts right here. I am touching the Atlantic Ocean. Not very far, not very long, but I am touching the Atlantic Ocean. And look, there's a sea snail in the Atlantic. A sea snail in the Atlantic. This is one of the forts along the harbor here. See, which one? The Bulwark?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bulwark. You are no longer allowed to go inside of it because of deterioration. It has a big fence around it.
It's McNabb's. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Apparently the seawater keeps it from being able to be restored, or they wouldn't be able to keep up with the seawater with restoration. So it's deteriorating into nothingness. Another long lost historical monument. Up close to the fort here. I wonder if this was an office room.
My question is, how'd they get
Could
in?
be anything.
Probably hop the fence or something like that.
Or run around it.
Oh, it doesn't go all the way around?
No.
Ah,
It can't. If it went all the way around, part of it would be in the water.
good point. We would keep the fish out. Mm-hmm. No glass, no nothing. You can see some of the window frame, but there is nothing left but stone structure.
You can see the deterioration and why it is dangerous to be
Mm-hmm.
close it off.
Yep. Even the stairwells here are busted up.
Mind you, when that thing rests completely off, people can get in anyway they want.
I'm sure they'll keep up on the fence more than they'll keep up on the building.
It would be cheaper.
Yeah, because this much chain link costs about $100 right here.
Well, there's a lock down there.
Yeah, it's called a gate.
But the rest off.
Oh, is it? Huh.
Oh, the lock is 50 cents.
Yeah.
Maybe $1.50. Next vacation time that Matt gets up here, we'll be able to hit McNabb's because the next time he gets up here, chances are it'll be him, Roger, Ali, and the rest of the company coming up on business. Details at 11.
Or next month, anyway. Tree, lots of trees, gun. tree, lots of trees. Pete, gun.
Do you favor Peter?
More beautiful
Take
scenery.
picture of me and Matt and Allie.
I can do that. Matt can do that.
I can do that.
Okay. Okay, Matt.
Either way.
Oh, look, geese. I think they're geese.
Cormorants.
Cormorants?
Cormorants.
Cormorants.
This is Halifax's local rock group.
That's probably, yeah, this is what this is.
This is what?
This is what this is. What they do is they perform Shakespearean plays in Point Pleasant Park.
Aha.
In and around Point Pleasant Park.
They've done them around here too. They did.
This is part of the park.
Uh,
So that's what we're seeing. We're seeing backstage of Shakespeare by the Sea.
Aha.
they did McDoogie over here.
That's McDoogie.
McDoogie, yeah.
You know McDoogie.
I know McDoogie, it's my favorite one. We're in the presence of an actual play going on for the Shakespeare by the Sea. On the back side of that fort that I took a picture of here. Cool. The interior of a bus. Minus people. Minus us.
Well, we're at this end of the route, so.
This is the beginning of the other end,
Yeah.
so to speak.
So far it's just the three of us. Even the bus driver isn't on. He let us on, then he walked out to finish his banana. That doesn't sound great. You can't see it too well, but it's a double layer burger. It's a lamb burger. I figure my last night here, I'm going to splurge.
The sun was setting in the west. The birds were singing on every tree. Old nature seemed inclined for a rest, but still there was no rest for me. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains